Yo, hello everyone. Hello, welcome to a live stream for the stocks where we're gonna dive deep today a little bit, of course, in this 1 hour live stream. We're gonna see and remember what to expect for Monday for NASDAQ, SPX, Gold, Nvidia, and Tesla, and your special request. But it's gonna be, of course, limited, guys. Special request. We need, of course, to have a little bit of special requests. I would say like 5 to 6 maximum, plus, of course, what we have already. And then, of course, we're gonna do as well tomorrow live stream. So welcome everyone. Shafi, welcome to see you, man, and nice to see you always there. Shafi, thank you, buddy. Arcane Tan or TAN. So we're gonna put this here, TAN. Lizini, what's up, man? How you doing? Can we see a quick short-term update for OMX? OMX S30. We're gonna see what is that, of course. What is 10? Right. Yep. So Shailesh, hello. Good afternoon. Please, can you chart TMDX is already there. The bearded chemist, hello. Could you update ORCL? Yep, ORCL. Arcane, your second one, if we have time, of course. ACHR. Shaila, how you doing? Good evening. Could we see RBRK? Yes, with pleasure. Paul, how you doing, buddy? And asking for AXP. You're very welcome, buddy. All right, so we're gonna stop there. Okay, we're gonna start with NASDAQ. And of course, try to keep the things in a 1 hour for the live stream here. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for NASDAQ. We're still looking, of course, for a wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 5 is finishing here potentially in an ending diagonal or a potential in several 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we're looking for a massive wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the upside. As you can see, we have a lot of confluence here with the targets in this zone, so definitely we're gonna hit somewhere here, right? 25K, I would say, is very common target and psychological one. And we might be here, of course, in the wave 2 after 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're looking for 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. For the bearish, there is nothing bearish. I can remove it right now. And basically, what we had lately in the last week or in the Friday, we saw a move toward the upside and a massive drop after it in an impulse, right? So I was like, if we are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, but definitely it's not, because this is an impulsive wave here. If we dive inside it on the 5-minute chart, we can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning definitely it is an impulse. It is a wave A. You have a wave B. You're looking for a wave C, meaning higher possibility for Monday opening or tonight opening for the market might be, of course, a red towards lower prices. All right, but we are corrective still. Now, how do I read this rather than double 1, 2? Here you have, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that means you have a big wave 3, 4, and a 5, A, B, and a C, and we might reach, of course, higher. Now, as a target for a wave 2, preferably, now you reach the minimum requirement, which is 0.38 here. We can remove this, no need for it anymore. And I think the triangle is out. So we broke the triangle, so that's nice. And a second potential scenario here might be in confluence with the perfection for a wave 2. Because it is impulsive, we might see an ABC and then moving toward the upside. In a wave 2, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so these are the possibilities for NASDAQ. Of course, not necessarily to reach the target. It can be, of course, here a short wave C. Normally, NASDAQ can do it and then start the move toward the upside. Okay, the 0.618 rather than the 1-to-1 fib level, right? So 0.618 can be 0.5 fib level in confluence and as well continuation for higher here. This is my expectation for the opening for NASDAQ. And that because, again, because we are impulsive here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And yet the wave 5 is finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. Yep, so we're looking for a wave C. That's it regarding NASDAQ. Let's see the SPX. For the SPX, we are looking also for higher. Let's remind you with the whole setup here. We have 1, 2, of course, running flat here as a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is still, of course, unfolding. However, whether we are here in an ending diagonal, meaning we have topped and finished for SPX, somehow like that, which I really don't like it because it starts to be like a little bit expanding, not yet, but yeah, a little bit lower here. It turns it into an expanding diagonal as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be possibly finished. But what I see here is a possibility, of course, for several 1, 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're looking for 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Why? Because we are very close here. If you take the fib levels for a wave 5 in a diagonal, you will realize, okay, you will realize that we took the 1-to-1 fib level. Yeah, so meaning wave 5 is longer than the wave 4, which is not allowed in diagonals. Meaning, if we move for higher here, confirmation for higher taken, we are in a wave 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. Are we going directly for higher here? So, I mean, on the lower time frame, you are definitely impulsive the same as for NASDAQ. You are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Let me check this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. Okay, it's a running flat here. So what we have is a 1, 2, a wave 3 longer than the wave 1, and then a wave 4 and a wave 5. Okay, and that means, of course, you are here in a potential A, B, and a C downward. Now, of course, you can take it 1, 2, 1, 2 again, but again, because we are impulsive, meaning A, B, and a C, you might get a wave C and you might break the low. So higher possibility is that this might transform into a big impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that because of the impulse. So I'm still expecting, of course, a response for a wave C here. Unless, of course, in both case scenarios, meaning in SPX and, of course, NASDAQ, let me check if we are impulsive here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be 1, 2. If this turns into 5, long wave 5, that might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the problem here is that you have kind of like an impulse. The same for NASDAQ. Let me also check if we are impulsive downward. Well, can be an impulse. 4 and a 5. 1, 2 again. Yeah, can be in double 1, 2, but very unlikely. I think that this impulse is very huge and it need a response as a wave C. It's not possible to move like simply in a one leg wave 2 and then we jump directly higher. It might range a little bit, at least in an annoying way, and then moving for higher. Okay, so this is much more likely. So yeah, because moving directly just like that, I think it's a very, very far possibility. At least you're gonna range even very correctively and then moving higher. Yes, this is the highest possibility. Great. So that's it regarding NASDAQ and SPX. I'm expecting a little bit of red, of course, when we open the market tomorrow on Monday, but it might be just for a few hours, okay? Just for a few hours, and the things might, of course, continue for higher because mainly we are bullish. We are, of course, much more bullish. Okay, guys, so let's move for the gold. For the gold, yep, at 19 minute 30. Here we go. Okay, so let's see the gold. Yes, so for the gold, if you remember, I think on Friday, yes, we got a very intense news somehow, and we got a pump, right, toward the upside. And of course, we were during the live stream, and I mentioned be careful that this might turn into an A, B, and a C, of course, here as a bigger expanding flat, okay? Because we were looking before, so for a potential correction here as ABC, probably as regular flat, right? We were looking for the one-to-one fib level, 3,500 in confluence as well with the all-time high, the previous all-time high. And basically, right now we are looking at a potential ABC expanding flat after the news and hitting perfectly the blue box for a wave B here in an A, B, and a C. So we gotta be careful from this scenario. I laid down this in the live stream before we close it on Friday. So be careful with this one. Okay. That means we might still get, of course, an ABC. Those are your targets here, which it bring us exactly at the same targets where it was supposed to be a regular flat. So the market always find a way somehow to come back to the same level of correction that it was supposed to be. So here we're supposing, of course, it's a scenario. Unless, of course, we are in a 1-2 and a wave 3 very short, and then wave 4, 5. The wave 5 has to be short, hitting the blue box, right, as expected here for our wave, wave 5. It's a wave 5 fib level, but taken from, from the yellow one, exactly. This wave 5, which is gonna finish wave 3, then 4 and a 5. Yes. So meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So can be very likely, yes. Meaning what I'm expecting for the gold in this week is whether we get one more high to finish in the box here, to finish a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or we drop down ABC expanding flat and we get a massive high again before the correction of a wave 4 here, because you still have a correction 1, 2, big 1, 2 here. You have a big 1, 2. So we need, of course, a large wave 4 for it later. And that means the gold as a trick here, well, it's very annoying here. Guess what? Because, I mean, even if we get this high, we're already in the target, right? So I'm looking, what if the price still move up correctively in 1.38, but you are already in the target. Therefore, in both case scenario, you might drop down. Meaning, if you take one more high here as a wave 5, which has to be short because, of course, your wave 3 is shorter than wave 1. Be careful. It's an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3 is shorter than wave 1, meaning wave 5 has to be shorter than wave 3. And that limits, of course, the highs, which it can be even in confluence with a wave B 1.38 perfectly hit and moving down. So in both case scenario, you move down here for a wave 4, here you move for a wave C, or even from here. Very interesting. Now, if we move directly from here and we continue this drop downward, that means, of course, you are in ABC. We did not finish yet. We're still looking for a one more high because it has to finish, of course, 5 ways up. Okay. So these are the possibilities for the gold. I think one more high definitely is gonna be taken sooner or later, but I think from my perspective here, it would be nicer if we take one more high and then move for wave 4, meaning finishing this as an impulse. Why? Because if we dive deeper, we might move up again and then move down and then move up again. So yeah, I mean, it can be, but interesting as well. Somehow like this, okay? So you finish wave 5, 4, and a 5, directly you move for higher, but be careful from the wave B. By the way, on the daily, let me refresh your mindset as well about this scenario. Don't forget also that even when finishing this impulse within this wave 5, it is also in confluence with the testing area of an A, a B, and a C here, expanding flat. Because you are in ABC, this impulse might finish, of course, a big wave B, and we drop down. Therefore, I'm raising an alert here for the gold. We are in a critical area where we took the all-time high, of course, and in the micro, you have two possibilities for lower, and even on the macro level, you have a big possibility for lower. So we might face a lot of pressure from the top here. And we gotta be careful. Plus, in fundamentally or comparison with NASDAQ, if NASDAQ is straightforward for higher, we might start to see, of course, the gold move downward. Okay, because NASDAQ is preparing for double 1-2s in bullish. Okay, so that's it for the gold. We gotta be careful with it for this week. And yeah, let's see what's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm afraid to give here any possibility higher for bullish because obviously, right, we might drop down directly. And if we get higher, we still need a signal after. I cannot say if we are higher right now. Yeah, and this can be internally, I mean, yeah, it can consider the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 if it wants to. I know that it looks like a triangle, but it can turn into several 1-2 because we got kind of like a drops here. If we were W, X, and a Y in triangle, why we didn't move up? Huh? Question mark. Because we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished W, X, and a Y, finished triangle, and you move up, right? If you are triangle. But that means it can be also A, B, and a C. Yes. It can be A, B, C expanding flat in a wave 4, meaning big 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? Also a possibility. So we need price action. And this is what I mean, guys. We need price action. We need Monday to open, but very likely to drop down. Okay? Even an ABC expanding flat in a wave 4 and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this might complete also our impulse. But again, red area. Okay? So be careful. Epsilon. Hi, KG. Thanks for your analysis. You were just on the stream for crypto and now here. Yes. Today, 2 streams. One for crypto already and now for the stocks. Of course, guys. All of it for you. All the love for you. Thanks for investing your time. You're very welcome, buddy. Dow Jones for Epsilon. Yes, let's do Dow Jones. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Let's start with Nvidia. So let's see what's gonna happen with the gold. Nvidia, but I don't feel comfortable for bullish anymore. Honestly, right now, I'm not very confident with the bullish. Yep. So let's see what happened to Nvidia. Where we have a wave 4, 0.23. Yes, so obviously we're still looking for it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And obviously your wave 5 is not finished and still finishing this wave 5 to hit exactly in precision this target, right? This blue zone, wave 4. And that is gonna finish, of course, in A, B, and a C. Very clearly. And after this, I'm looking for a wave 5 for Nvidia, looking for $187, $195. Interesting. So here we go. Alert for me, of course. Hi KG, please, if you can look at ZEM. Okay, we can take a look, but this is gonna be the last one, guys. Very sorry, because it has to be, of course, 1 hour. and I need, of course, to hit the gym a little bit to get fit, guys, for you for the next week to be a little bit much more comfortable. All right, so basically we are in Tesla right now. Nvidia is still looking for one more low at 30-minute for Tesla. Here we go. Okay, for Tesla, let's see what happened. Did we readjust a little bit the things? It was a little bit choppy. Okay. Oh, all right. Everything has unfolded very fast. The wave 3, the wave 4. Currently, we are in the wave 5, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, as expected then. Everything is expected here. Wave 4 even not finished yet, I would say. Can be not finished. Let me check. Yes, definitely not finished. And we passed the 1-to-1 fib level, so that is a good thing. We passed the overshooted, I would say. Now, currently, you are in a potential A, B, C, D, and an E for a wave 4 here. So let's see what's going to happen in this wave 4. Let's say is that was, okay, let's use it. Wave 4 impulse. And next, the blue zone. Wow. It's already hit, I would say. Yeah. So that's why I think it's a triangle. You already hit with the triangle. Normally, what it does is that it moves very, very aggressively in a wave A. It hits all the targets for wave 4, and it starts to consolidate to find, of course, the right price action, and then, of course, moving toward the upside. So basically, I would say it is done. It is hit as a wave 4. All what you need here is an A, B, C, D, and E. Can be longer, yes. The expanding, they can expand for more time. What I can give you here is a wave 5 target in case we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, what I don't like, it's true that we overshooted the 1-to-1 fib level, but it looks like a very short one, very short wave 3. So wave 5 over 1. Okay, this might be your targets for the next potential price. Can be, of course, here in wave 3 and a wave 5, and then 4 and a 5. What I don't like here is that you have a very short wave 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm expecting an extended wave 5 a little bit, at least the 1-to-1 fib level, 375. Yeah. Most welcome, Fatima. You're very welcome. So this is regarding Tesla. Can be lower, yes, and you gotta be careful, preferably to not get very low because it's a short wave 3, meaning the invalidation is gonna be very close. Invalidation of bullish is there, meaning if the price decides, the market suddenly decides to move downward, 343 is your, of course, invalidation. We drop down. Okay, so be careful. Can Tesla be diagonal wave 1? Well, no, not anymore. Wave 3 is so much longer than the wave 1. So you cannot be in diagonal. Obviously. So if you take here, you passed the 1-to-1 fib level, if you remember. You're not allowed. Wave 3 normally is not allowed. And yep, that was it for Tesla. So let's see your special request. Why Tesla can't go to the highs? Well, Tesla is fundamentally facing problems. So the news, Elon Musk things, and with Trump and these things, it has affected. If you know that Tesla, it has made like really nice charging stations and so on in the US. Even we didn't saw any really good reaction. From the market. Maybe here, we saw a little bit some pumps. So Tesla start to make like charging center for the Tesla cars and so on, which is very modern, very cool. Everything is nice, but I was expecting maybe a little bit higher than this. But yeah, but the things are still looking for higher at the end, but it's very slow. Yeah, there is no much confidence. This is a problem. Incredible Jackman, I mean from 1 August. How we find August? Okay, I think we need to go to the 1 hour chart from 1 August. Let me remove all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting one. Can be, yes. A, B, and a C. Can be, yes. Can be. But let me check. Are they all impulses? Can be. Yeah, it is a possibility. But let's check if it where it gets invalidated. Wave 5. Diagonal. You are in the perfect fib level for a wave 5. But you need an impulse. Why? Because you are impulsive here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If the wave 5 breaks the 1-to-1 fib level, you have to go in triple 1-2. And of course, the possibility shift much more for double 1-2 because you are impulsive. If they were zigzags, I would say the possibility would be higher, right? For diagonal. But higher possibility here because they are impulses, and very rare to get, of course, impulses as diagonal, much more likely to get zigzags, therefore double 1-2s. Higher possibility, but you still, of course, the same, and we're still looking for the same target in case we are impulsive here, right? We're looking for the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your triangle wave 4, wave 5, and we drop down in any case. Yeah, in any case scenario, meaning the diagonal or the finished impulse here. Yep. So very likely as well. Bryden, may I know what about Apple you think go to all-time high soon? We don't have so much time, but we can add Apple if we have more time, okay? But interesting to see. We can check it already. Normally it is from the main, but because Apple is moving for higher. Well, it's time for an update for Apple. Basically, you are in a wave 5 here. In 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it can be an extended wave 5. Unless later on we're gonna figure it out if this is 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, but currently we're looking for higher. Now this 1, 2, 1, 2 is it can be 1, 2, 1, 2. You have a wave 3 unfolding here, but this wave 3 is very shy and hesitant. Like I would like to see a better price here. What the hell, right? But so be careful from this. This, you have to start to be careful because it looks like something like an ending diagonal. And when you see ending diagonal, meaning end of structure. So gotta be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the things also looks a little bit expanding diagonal, which I don't like. Yeah. Be careful from the A, the B, and the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, be careful from this scenario. A, B, and a C. Here we go. Yep, so that's it. Time to all-time high for Apple. Look, Apple also is facing a lot of tariffs, yeah? So be careful from it fundamentally. Because I'm also surprised why Apple is getting difficulties, but it's not you don't hear like good news from Apple lately. That's the problem. That's all. not the product, not the iPhone, nothing. It's just about politics and news. But I think it's gonna move up sooner or later. But be careful, because if this is gonna transform to ABC, you might get a very massive drop. But it might be a simple drop, which it can transform to 1 2 1 2 and then 3 4 5 4 5. Okay, but there is something to drop down. There is something there. Okay, guys. Let's move on. 40-minute ALAB. So for this one, we analyzed it before wave 4, wave 5. We hit the target. So wow, okay, be careful. You are in the target in the blue zone. You have a zigzag. Obviously, you're finishing it in diagonals. So yeah, be careful. Meaning ABC, yes, 100%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very clear. Finishing and ending diagonal definitely here. Still in the blue zone, of course. 1.05, the already given one. 41 minute. We that here. Okay. Verizon communication. Okay. Okay. What an ugly impulse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1. Wave 2, you have in turn 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3. ABC, wave 4, wave 5. Let's check. Let's check the rules. 1 based on wave 2. Yes, still shorter than wave 3. Okay. All right. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A, B, and a C here, or WX and a Y can be. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal. All right, regular flat, zigzag, zigzag finished there can be an A, B, and a C can be finished there, be careful. Or it can be, of course, a wave 1, 2, you're still looking for 3, 4, 5 upward. And this might be, of course, your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the brackets. And currently you're looking for higher. Okay, so if that is the case, let's check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 2. Yes, you are in a higher potential finish wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. ABC expanding flat, and another 1, 2 is unfolding there. So another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your blue scenario. Let's move inside it a little bit to check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Wave 2, exactly. Okay, yes, everything is fine. So, yep. Next target for you now is a potential, of course, wave 3 as an impulse. This is your next blue box in a wave 3. Okay, that's it for VZTM. I think TMDX here, right? Yes, TMDX. Transmedic. Okay, we did this before. Great. Yeah, not really nice one. You might be in an A, B, and a C. If we are in a wave 4, we were looking for a wave 4, and we were right to look for a correction here. Here we go. You're still, of course, in a wave 4, and obviously you are impulsive in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even can be 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning you're looking here for the ABC zigzag, or let's say regular flat. This is your target for the drop. Yep. 89. And that might, of course, be your wave 4, but be careful from the invalidation of the bullish at 81.48, right? Can I click on it? Oh man, okay, here we go. 81.48. All right. Next one is we did this one just right now. All right, TAN at 45 minutes. TAN, Invesco Solar. All right, that's interesting. I expected a better chart. Not recommended chart, not recommended at all. Very corrective and sideways. ABC, 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 meaning simply a triangle here, consolidation. Very bad chart to trade. Be careful. Not recommended at all. Many other chart deserves your attention. For T6, 10 OMX, 10 OMX. What is that? Maybe you mean this one, 10, the same one, I think. Let me check the chat again. Who asked for this? I can't find it anymore. 10. Okay. Here. OMSX. Okay. Sorry. Yes, it's my mistake then. OMSX. Let's just copy paste. Thank you, Lizini. Yes, we did this even before. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. So we're looking still for higher. We don't have targets here. Why? Let's have a target. So basically, well, the wave 3 is very short here. So we are expecting a wave 5 to be the extended one, meaning this blue zone. And the shorter one is already hit. Next, more precision. For more precision here, since you got your wave 1, your wave 3, wave 5 over 1. Let me check. Yeah, here we go. Here, 0.618, much higher precision. This area. Currently, you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I think this area definitely is gonna be hit. 4,000 would be the psychological one. Yep. Let's move inside it. If you are, yeah, you are in a leading diagram, definitely. And probably you have finished ABC wave 2. You're moving for higher here, okay? Because you are in a 1, 2 already, and you're looking here for, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the upside. Okay, so 1, 2. I'm not gonna put this label as too much, but this is what we are looking at. Yep. So this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3. Great. That's it for, let's see, Oracle. What's wrong with me? I have to write this in trading view. So Oracle. Okay. All right. Let's check this one. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. So basically, Oracle on the daily, we have finished an impulse here. Which it might require a wave 2. As you can see, minimum requirement is 0.38, and we start to drop very massively down. Now, whatever we have here, obviously it is very, very corrective. Can be impulsive? Well, not yet. We don't have any clear impulse. Be careful, it can be several 1, 2s here. and might of course unfold a wave 3 toward the upside, or it can be something complex structure as a wave A or W, X, and a Y. Okay, so I prefer of course to see the targets hit. Now if we remove this, preferably even, let's higher the possibilities here for linear. I'm gonna remove this, we don't need it. So I'm still looking at least minimum requirement time not hit yet, and of course minimum fib level not hit yet. Yep. All right. Yes. Unless you gotta be careful also from a 1-2-1-2 here, knowing that this did not hit, of course, the zone 1. You have to consider it first wave 3, 4, and a 5. But if we get a signal of 5 ways up, 3 ways down, continuation, and hitting the high, that might be, of course, a wave 5 still playing in double 1-2. The wave 2 here is very short. Then 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. So gotta be careful with it. Still, of course, too early to call this. Yeah, so internally, leading diagonal 5 for 5. Yes, this you have started so far an impulse here. 1, 2, 3, unfinished. Okay, but you still, of course, need the 5 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you finish this and you get the wave 2 and you move high and you confirm it, therefore, okay, you are bullish. All right. So watch also the 15-minute chart or the the micro levels. 51 minute 30 RBRK Rubik. Okay. Yes, we did this before as well. We are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Higher possibility you finished wave 4, you move for higher, definitely. You should move for higher here for a wave 5. Yep. I don't like it. It doesn't look like, or probabilities also is very low here. Yeah, very low probability, but for higher right now, I don't know why it shows a zigzag, but can be a leading diagonal. Can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, and then 3, 4, 5 continuation toward the upside. So you might see this, yeah, 4 and a 5, somehow like that. This is what I'm expecting. So let's put it there as diagonal, okay? A leading diagonal. AXP, which is 52 minutes 30. AXP, American Express. Okay, this one, we didn't do it before. Okay, it's a big one. Okay. All right. Yeah, there is no doubt. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And probabilities that you have an A, B, and a C upward, or you are in a big wave 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay. So after this, obviously we have simply 1, 2s here. Yep. So 1, 2, you're looking for 3, 4, 5. This is your wave 3, okay? And then you might have another 1, 2. Okay, and also a big, yeah, 1, 2. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so wave 3 is very close to be finished here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The targets, well, I don't know why you have 3 waves, but it's fine. Internally can be an impulse. You're looking for this target to finish a wave 3 here. In confluence, you might have also, sorry, wave 5, not wave 3. In confluence, you have this. Wave 3, okay. So, because this is not fib level on logarithmic, here we go. All right, so the bigger target zone here is this blue box, and much more precise, potentially the 1.27. So this blue box. So a lot of confluence in this area. 454, 550. Yep. Sorry, guys, I have to mute because I'm still coughing from the flu a little bit from time to time. So what do we have? We have, of course, here Dow Jones. We have 56 minutes. Dow Jones. Okay. For Dow Jones, we are looking here, still looking for the same target. Yes, wave 5. You're still in a wave 5. You're still looking for the blue zone minimum target, guys. Nothing to add, nothing to, yeah, it's still the same. So I'm still looking for it. For that, I am 57 minutes. And we're gonna close our live stream and see you also tomorrow again. So we have a 1, 2 here. Well, it's a triangle. We did this before. I don't like it. Of course, it's a sideways. A lot of other chart deserve your attention again. Okay, again, I don't like it. It doesn't have direction, neither up, neither down. So yeah, be careful with it. All right, guys. So I will end up the live stream here. Thank you for your likes, and don't forget, of course, to hit that like button. And of course, see you tomorrow in a new live stream. And I wish you to have a nice eve. Bye bye.